Hi, my name is Leslie Stallhead, and some of you may know me as Crochet Bug, and I wrote a blog for many years all about crochet, and I eventually gave that up. But this past December, I was looking at projects I'd been meaning to do but hadn't done, and I came across a pattern I'd purchased from Laura Sutcliffe for Mouse in a Suitcase. I learned about this pattern from my cousin's wife, who tagged me at Facebook and said, "At Leslie Stallhead, isn't this cute?" And yeah, it's very cute. But the pattern looked, to my mind, without having read it, complicated. There were too many pieces. It was going to be too hard, and I felt like I never had the time to do it. I was wrong. So anyway, this is the finished product. In the pattern, it says, "I love New York," and the heart is embroidered. But I found that I wasn't getting a good look with the embroidered heart, so I just crocheted one. And then I appliqued that to the luggage tag. And then I changed it from New York to LA because this is for my granddaughter and she lives in LA. I went ahead and kept the Eiffel Tower because I want her to have dreams of going to Paris. One of the shortcomings of my version of this, I think, is the buttons. I ended up crocheting the buttons because I couldn't find a good button that would fit over nicely the way Laura Sutcliffe's do, but I will be trying to up my button game in future versions of this because not only was it not hard, but Laura Sutcliffe has mastered the art of giving just enough information for you to be super successful with your endeavor. So one of the first things, so here are the handles, and these are the latches, but on the back is a pocket. And in this particular pocket, I have put the bathrobe and slippers, all of which are included in the pattern for the Mouse in a Suitcase. Then let's open these latches. This is where if I find some better buttons, I will definitely be replacing it. Here is the mouse with her teddy bear, or his teddy bear, in the suitcase. Because my granddaughter likes pink, I didn't use the suggested colors. I used colors that my granddaughter likes, which are pink, pink, and more pink, and sometimes a little bit of orange, and turquoise thrown in for a little bit of highlighting. So anyway, the pattern calls for a DK weight yarn. I used predominantly Big Twist because it's a very thin worsted weight yarn, and I went ahead and used a 4mm hook. I might try it with a 4.5mm hook when I do the next one, because once you get this done, it's kind of addictive. But this is a variegated Big Twist color that I used. I don't remember the name, but it's pretty fun. And here is the teddy bear. The teddy bear is brilliant because this is all done in one piece. There's no joining to be done. So even if you were only going to make this little bear, it would be worth it. And then here, of course, is the mouse. And what is so amazing about the mouse is that the mouse is stable on her feet with her tail and such. So it's really amazing. I will very quickly, I'll show you shortly how wonderful it is. And then there is a piece of cheese. I did not put a snap on so that the mouse could carry it that way, but that is one option that's included in the pattern. And then there's this lovely pillow, which I had wanted to take more time to trick out, but I didn't because I thought I was going to get it done for Christmas, which I didn't get it done for Christmas. This is going to be an after Christmas present, so I'm kind of regretting that I didn't trick it out. But anyway, it looks pretty good the way it is. And then in the suitcase, there is another pocket. And in this pocket, I have included the t-shirt and a dress. I changed the dress a little bit by switching colors at a certain point in the pattern, just so I could get a little more of a like little girl look to the dress. And I did manage to find some buttons in a lunchbox I have that someone gave me. So anyway, what I want to show you is just how brilliant the bathrobe is. I did have to alter the bathrobe a little bit. I don't know if it's because of the weight of the yarn I was using. The pink of the robe is a little bit heavier yarn than the pink and gray of the mouse. I also don't think I have quite mastered how to make the arms. So that could probably use a little more work. But anyway, there we go. We get the robe on. Oh, see, I have a little end poking out there. But this, to me, is the most brilliant part. It is these amazing slippers and the fact that the mouse still stands. So I absolutely give this pattern 5 stars. It's amazingly fun to make. Another thing I did differently is I embroidered the eyes. I did not feel like going out to get some plastic eyes. I suppose if you were going to make a lot of them, that might be a good idea. But I prefer just being able to not have to go out and buy something, so I did embroider the eyes. And but as far as projects go, this is definitely 5 stars. It was nowhere near as complicated as I thought it would be. It was much more creator friendly than I imagined. I thought it would be a lot more fussy than it was. And you get a really, I think, amazingly good result. It's hard not to enjoy this little creature here. And I'm hoping my granddaughter will like it. And if she doesn't, I will just tell her to send it to my cousin's wife, because she's the one who pointed me in the direction of this pattern, and it's been a joy to make. So anyway, I hope you enjoy seeing what you can do with Laura Sutcliffe's Mouse in a Suitcase pattern. She sells her patterns both at Etsy and at Ravelry, so you know, your vendor of choice. And then she also has a Facebook page if you want to look her up. In any event, I found the pattern absolutely delightful. I'm in love with all of her patterns after having made this one. And if you want something that just kind of evokes childhood and crafting, I don't really think you can go wrong with Laura Sutcliffe's patterns.